Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Joe Flash, and welcome back to another reaction video. So it's been not that long ago since I did a reaction video when I checked out My Little Millionaire Everfree Northwest Part 1 and Part 2, because if you guys have been aware recently, or this year in 2024, I haven't really did a lot of uploads on my channel, and that's because I was just running out of ideas for YouTube videos, or I had some series ideas, but just wasn't sure if I wanted to do them, like this series, for example, the voice comparison reaction series, where I do them from time to time, like do certain characters, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to continue on because there's just so many things I could check out with voice comparison related. So I took a break, and then I was working, and then I just ran out of ideas and more, because if you guys haven't been familiar with what I've been saying recently, I've been off work for the past number of months because certain reason, at my job, all that, just a new bosses came around and so forth. But despite that, I'm still enjoying life. I'm doing good, I'm just doing the best that I can to keep myself occupied. I can't wait for Christmas next week, as who isn't excited for Christmas? And I'm definitely looking forward to this weekend as well. Even though the movie comes out Friday, I'll be going over Saturday or Sunday to see Sonic the Hedgehog 3 with some friends of mine, which is exactly the reason why I'm going to be doing this reaction video before I go see the movie. So I had this in mind. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it, but I've decided I'm going to do it. And maybe in the near future, whenever the Super Mario Bros. Movie 2 comes out, maybe I'll do the same thing then, since I really should have did it after I saw the first movie, since I did an update, Mario voice comparison updated, where, had Chris Pratt's Mario involved from the movie. I should have did it with the other characters that were in that movie too, but never mind. So to celebrate with Sonic the Hedgehog 3 coming out, since I'm looking forward to seeing it, I'm going to be doing an updated Sonic the Hedgehog voice comparison. This is by Behemoth89, the voice comparison channel. Now, I did check out a video previously of him doing Sonic voice comparison. However, this one is updated, so this is an updated version of the video, and I figured it would be great to check it out since they included some newer actors, because this was 2 years ago, so it's more of a recent kind still, you know what I mean? And also, I would like to do this real quick before I get into the video, because recently something has happened where, if you haven't paid attention to my social medias on Instagram or Snapchat or anything like that, I posted about it. I did initially thought about wanting to post it here on the channel. I don't do a lot of posts on my solo channel as comparison to Flash Duck Productions channel, but I tried to do it, but for some reason the photo wouldn't upload, so I'm just going to show it here to you all right now before I get into the video. So, this past Sunday... Oh, hang on. Camera. Oh, hang on. Let me fix the camera. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I don't know why my camera turned off when I tried to turn it over. It just does that for some reason. But anyway, this is what I got this past Sunday. I have two of my good friends who I'd like to give a shout out to. I don't know if I should name them in the video or not. I mean, it's nothing personal. It's not like, you know what? Screw it. I'll name them. Isabel and Dakota. They're a couple, but they're good friends of mine. They came by this past Sunday and gave me an early Christmas present, which is this bed decorated with Sonic the Hedgehog sheets, as you can see on my pillow and the blanket and everything, sheet and pillowcase itself. So I got to give a massive shout out to my friends Isabel and Dakota, because this was definitely the Christmas gift of a lifetime. I posted this on my Instagram as well as a few other social medias, saying this was an early Christmas gift of a lifetime, because, this was something that was needed for a long time, needing a new bed, because for the longest time, I slept, right there on the floor. I had, sheets and everything, but it was on the floor. But this is a game changer. I got a bed mattress now, and now I can sleep a lot more better. And in the near future, whenever my mom has the money, she does say she'll get me a frame for this bed as well, even though she doesn't really have to. I'm actually enjoying the bed the way it is, but this really was needed, because it really, really is comfortable. I've been having good night's sleep. So, Isabel, Dakota, whenever you see this video, because more than likely I will send this to you anyway, so y'all can see this, thank you very much. Massive shout-outs to y'all. Good friends of mine. Really means a lot. Plus, this is also definitely a good way for me to build up hype for Sonic the Hedgehog 3 as well. And it really goes very well that I have my Sonic the Hedgehog doll back there, as you could probably see behind my WWE title. And not to mention, above that is where, by the wall, is where my Sonic the Hedgehog 2 poster is at, where it's got movie Sonic. So this is definitely a pretty good way to build up excitement for me to see Sonic 3. I really cannot wait to see Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I think it's going to be wicked. It's going to be awesome. The Sonic the Hedgehog films have been fantastic. The first film was a good start, especially after they got rid of the ugly Sonic design, as I call him, Roadkill Sonic. And then when they did Sonic the Hedgehog 2, that was better. And I have a feeling that Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is going to be even more better. That's my belief. I have high hopes on this. So anyway, let me turn the camera back around, or at least let's hope it doesn't go out again, but it probably will. Okay, it does. Stupid camera. Hang on, I'll be back yet again. Okay, back at it again. I don't know why the camera keeps shutting off and I try to switch it around, but anyway, that's a pretty good surprise. Like I said, it's an early Christmas gift, and apparently that's actually not even the only Christmas gift that my friends Isabel and Dakota will give me, too. They actually have something else that they will give me, because they're actually the two friends that I will be seeing Sonic the Hedgehog 3 with, either on Saturday or Sunday, one of those 2 days on the weekend, and then I'll actually see the movie again on Monday with my best friend Cullamy Stoke, who is my, partner in my Flash Stoke Productions YouTube channel, as well as a few of our other friends. So I'll actually be seeing Sonic the Hedgehog 3 twice, which I think will be totally worth it, because like I said, I think it's going to be great, so I'm pretty sure I'll definitely be willing to see it more than once. I mean, it's going to be great. I know it's going to. I'm really excited to see this movie. And I'm looking forward to Christmas, and I'm definitely looking forward to year 2025 coming around, because even though we don't have the tickets yet, I think it's proudly safe to say that Alex and I, that's my best friend's real name, Cullamy Stoke, him and I are wanting to go to an event in February, on February 1st more than likely. It's from January 31st to February 2nd, but more than likely February 1st on Saturday, but we have to wait for more guests and panels to be announced. But we're going to try to go to an event called HarmonyCon. If you guys don't remember, I've talked about it before in the past on this channel, and we talked about it on Flash Stoke Productions. HarmonyCon's a My Little Pony convention, because we're bronies, you know what I'm saying? And I definitely look forward to going back to HarmonyCon, and like I said, even though we don't got the tickets yet, my mom is going to help me with it, because, with the situation that I'm going through right now, she's helping me and everything, so my mom will help me get my ticket to HarmonyCon whenever that comes around, so definitely shout out to my mother, and I'm definitely looking forward to going back to HarmonyCon. Plus, excuse me, sorry, my voice. I'm just real happy, I mean, it's been a very exciting, happy these past couple weeks, you know what I'm saying, just enjoying myself, and more like that, even despite being in a situation where I'm not working, but I will definitely do my best to get back to that. I'm actually going to try to get back at my job one last time, try to talk to the manager to put me back on the schedule, and if not, then I'll try to find someplace else. I don't know. I'm doing the best that I can, because I really do need some money, but do appreciate the people that have been helping me and stuff like that. So once again, it really means a lot to me. So, yeah, and like I said, I will be looking forward to HarmonyCon. So, like I said, even though I don't get the tickets, I think it's safe to assume that I will be going to HarmonyCon, and so will Cullamy Stoke. Of course, we're that confident, and, with my mom already believing so, I think it's going to happen. But anyway, we will update the channel officially when we do have the tickets, because we don't really want to go into it too soon, but I think it's really safe to assume that. But anyway, back to the subject. So, because Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is coming out, that's why I wanted to do reaction videos of updated voice comparison videos. Now, I don't plan on doing just Sonic. I will probably do Tails and Knuckles as well, and obviously I got to do Shadow, because now he's in the movie. I probably will do Dr. Robotnik, aka Dr. Eggman, and if possible, maybe if they have a Gerald Robotnik one, maybe I might do that, as well as Maria. Just trying to go through all the characters that are going to be in Sonic 3, you know what I'm saying? Because I got to at least do some updated voice comparison videos, because sometimes I need to, because new actors have come around from time to time, and I really do need to, start checking out newer voice comparison videos whenever they have, new people that have been voicing characters and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to try to do that before I go see the movie this weekend. I'll do Sonic tonight. Maybe I might do Tails, Knuckles, Shadow, and Eggman, or Gerald, depending on which characters are in Sonic 3 and if they have a voice comparison video for me to react to or not. I'll try to get to them as much as possible whenever possible, because even though, like I said, I really got to get back into these. Plus, the voice comparison videos were a lot of fun for me to check out, even if I wasn't sure if I wanted to continue the series. But you know what? I really got to get back on my channel and do some more videos, and I really do need to start checking out more voice comparison videos, because these are really entertaining. They really take me back to history, so I'm willing to do it for you guys, as well as just to build the excitement up for when Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is released. So I don't think there's any more left to say. I've been talking for almost 8 minutes now, which is something I do almost way too often in these videos, talk a little bit too long, but I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. This should be a good one. Sonic the Hedgehog voice comparison updated version by Behemoth89. Even though the video isn't titled updated version, but it is updated since, it's not the same video that the previous Behemoth89 video that I checked out a long time ago when I did this, so, But this should be good either way, is all I can just say. I also had a good time at Sonic Expo as well. Back in November, I went to an event called Sonic Expo, where, I got to see some cosplayers, and some of the Sonic voice actors were there and all that kind of stuff. It was a pretty good event. Hopefully I'll go back there next year. Me and my best friend Cullamy Stoke, as well as our other friend Isaiah, had a really good time there, so it was a great time, So let's go ahead and just get right into this. There's really not much more needs to be said. So, like John Cena and Triple H would always say, your time is up, my time is now, it's time to play the game. So let's go ahead and get right into it, shall we? Sonic the Hedgehog voice comparison update. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. And as always, I'll leave the link down to the original video in the description below for you to check it out. So if you want to see the original video, go to the link on the description and check it out. Alright. Yeah, and just like in the past, I remember Behemoth 89 did include, like, Japanese voice actors, so these are obviously the Japanese voices. Might have to listen to that again, because I was actually getting distracted telling you guys about the Japanese parts. But anyway, let's listen to that again. So there will be some Japanese voice actors in here as well. Normally, I don't really give too high of ratings for the Japanese voice actors. It's only the English ones I'm into, but you really got to give respect to the Japanese actors as well. I'll say a maybe for that one. I'm not going to be able to know the context on where all these voice actors come from, but I guess I'll say maybe on that one too.
2 doggies with the works, pal. Sonic, that's your
Oh, young Sonic, yeah.
Yeah.
It's from one of, I don't know which series that's from, but I'm guessing it's either from Sonic the Hedgehog's animated series, The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, or Sonic Unleashed, because that's where it was one of those 3 series where, you know, this version of Sonic was around, where it was voiced by a voice actor that we'll see in a bit, but I guess there was one point they had a young Sonic, like Baby Sonic, whatever. Never heard of this, so this is new for me.
That is disgusting. Nuh-uh. Cool. Disgusting. Cool. Double disgusting. Triple cool.
I mean, it's just Baby Sonic, but I'll go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I don't see what's wrong with it. It's Baby Sonic, you know. Oh, ad. Excuse that, that was an ad, of course. This happens from time to time. This is the man who voices him, Jaleel White, and yes, definitely, double thumbs up. I didn't grow up with the series because I was born in 2002, but I did have some VHSs and DVDs where I did, or VHS technically, but I did watch some episodes, and, you know, you can actually watch some episodes on YouTube, and yes, you know, I don't know if the series, I mean, I don't know, I mean, some people like it and some people don't, but, you know, I didn't mind the series. I mean, Sonic the Hedgehog was alright, and I did like the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, and Sonic Underground wasn't too bad either. You know, I liked it. You know, I was okay with it. And, you know, Jaleel White definitely was good. So, yeah, definitely double thumbs up for sure. Like I said, that's kind of an underrated opinion, but personally, I thought the series was alright. Probably out of all of them, I think I'd like the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog best. But even the original one where it had, like, Sally in them was pretty good too. And, you know, even Sonic Underground was alright as well.
Man, then I'm wasting my time. Sorry, full brains, gotta choose.
This is like a classic voice for me right here.
All right. Hi there.
Okay, sure.
I'm Sonic the Hedgehog. You're going to play in my schoolhouse. If you've ever got a problem, find me.
I said it
and I'll
before
help.
back then when I checked out the
Right
previous
over there is
video
where
at the
you
time
put
when I
the
reacted to the other
Just click on the
Behemoth 89 video,
Try
and
it.
I'm still gonna say it now. No. Double thumbs down for that matter. Absolutely the worst Sonic the Hedgehog voice ever. I'm sorry.
If you're not sure how to do
I don't know
that's
anything
program.
about that game,
That's what
obviously,
they're
but just
for.
hearing the voice alone is
If you
just
wanna play with a
absolutely
friend,
disastrous
click on
to
the
listen
stick man.
to. So I'm sorry. No disrespecting the woman, but no. Ah, yes, the original animated movie before we got the live-action films we got today. I never watched that movie. It is on... There was a video of it on YouTube, but I never watched it. I don't know how that movie went down. I don't hear a lot of people talk about it, so... I don't know. Did people like this movie or not? I don't know what year it came out in, but did people enjoy this movie or not? Somebody let me know in the comments down below. I wasn't really paying attention to the voice. I'll say maybe.
Time to play little games with you. Get out of our way. So now we can get down to the real fight. The last Sonic standing will be the winner. What? This world isn't big enough for both of us and one of us has to go? Well, I agree. You might know everything I'm going to do, but that's not going to help you since
I was
know
gonna say
everything
thumbs
you're
down,
going
but
to
you know
do.
what? I hear a little bit of
Straight
some good in it, so I'll respectfully give it a maybe.
Come in, my friend. Welcome
Oh yeah, the singing voice. Yeah, this is the singing voice, because Jaleel White was still voicing Sonic even in this series, and then Sam Vincent was the singing voice for Sonic Underground. I mean, some people don't fully count this one because it's a singing voice, but if it is part of the video, then we gotta rank it, so I'll say okay. I'll still say thumbs up. I'll respectfully give a thumbs up. Doesn't sound like Jaleel White, but I'll just respectfully give it a thumbs up just because, why not? I guess it's the man that voiced him in Sonic X. Most of the time, I don't really care or rank the Japanese voice actors. Not that they're bad or anything, but I'll respectfully go ahead and just say thumbs up.
Talk about low-budget flights, no food or movies.
Yes,
I'm out of here.
of course.
I like running better.
This is like the OG video game Sonic voice actor here, Ryan Drummond, who I saw him at Sonic Expo as well. I didn't get to meet the guy because I didn't have the money to pay for anything, but I did attend a panel where he did a Q&A along with other people, and yes, a legend in my opinion. I think a lot of us can say he's a bit of a legend because he really is the original video game Sonic voice. So.
On the way over here.
I didn't even know he was in. I didn't even know he voiced Sonic in Sonic Battle. Honestly, I thought that was Jason Griffith. But all right. But yeah, Sonic Adventure Series, Sonic Shuffle, Sonic Heroes. Sonic Heroes is where I remember his voice in. I didn't even know it was Sonic Battle either. I thought it was Jason. But all right. Sonic Advance 3, Sega Superstars. Yeah, but all right.
Was more dangerous
but like I said, OG classic video game Sonic voice. Yes, but this man is still by far to this day my personal favorite Sonic the Hedgehog voice of all time as number one, Jason Griffith. Sonic X, Sonic Rush, Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic Riders, Sonic 06, even though that game was bad, Sonic Rivals, Sonic and the Secret Ring, Sonic Super Smash Bros. Brawl, yep, Sonic Unleashed, and Sonic and the Black Knight. Yeah, he voiced him in lots of stuff too. Sonic X is a great series. I love Sonic X. You know, definitely there's been a lot of these. Some of these games I'm familiar with and some of them I'm not. But you know what? Yes. But like I said, Jason Griffith has been my personal favorite Sonic the Hedgehog voice for a long time. He was really more of my... I mean, I grew up with Ryan Drummond a bit as well, but I didn't play as many voice... I didn't get to play as many of the games with Ryan Drummond's voice in comparison to Jason Griffith. And plus, with Sonic X being my... And plus, since I'm a fan of Sonic X, that definitely helps keep me memorable for Jason. Jason was also at Sonic Expo as well, and I got to see him in the Q&A as well. It's definitely pretty cool getting to see them. Even if I didn't get to meet him or talk to them or anything, it was still cool seeing them.
Here I come.
Like I said, this is still by far my favorite Sonic voice actor, even to this day. In terms of video game-wise, really. I mean, it's favorite Sonic voice actor, period, but, you know, if we're talking, like, in the sense of video game-related-wise, he's definitely number one, because I'll get to that later on. Sonic Unleashed. Yeah, Jason was in Sonic Unleashed as well. They just couldn't name every single game he was in because he's been voicing for a long time. Sonic Unleashed is probably by far still my favorite Sonic the Hedgehog video game. Which I was talking with Colony Stoke about that yesterday when I was hanging with him too, when we went to see a friend of ours graduate. And I guess this is the Japanese voice for Sonic when he was in Warhawk form. But yeah, I heard a little bit of it. I'll go and give thumbs up. Now, yes, double thumbs up. I'm just going to go ahead and say yes, double thumbs up. The first time Roger Craig Smith started voicing Sonic, it took me time to get used to it, but overall, I started to have respect for him, and so now definitely a double thumbs up. He's like my third favorite when it comes to video game-wise. Jason Griffith's number one, Ryan Drummond's number two, and then Roger Craig Smith. I mean, I'm going to say it at the end of the video, but yeah, like I said, it took me time to get used to his voice, but I definitely have grown to really like Roger Craig Smith's voice, and I got to see him as well. I didn't get to meet him or anything, just like with Jason and Ryan, but I got to see him earlier this year in 2024 at Fan Expo. He was invited to Fan Expo in Dallas, and I got to see him there, and Sonic Expo was in Dallas too, just to let you know, and yeah, I got to see him. It was pretty cool as well. Even if I didn't get to have any interaction or anything like that, it was still cool getting to see the person, you know what I'm saying? But yes, and Roger Craig, I don't know if he's still voicing Sonic in video games or not. I know that the last game I remember him voicing Sonic in was in Sonic Frontiers, although some could argue Sonic Generations or Sonic X Shadow Generations, like the remade version of Sonic Generations, but I mean, I don't know. Either way, still good voice, you know, I've definitely grown to like it nowadays, and yes, a lot of video game voices here. Sonic Free Riders, Sonic Colors, yep, Sonic Generations, Wreck-It Ralph, Sonic Lost World, Sonic, yep, Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U and 3DS, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Sonic Boom, Lego Dimensions, Sonic Forces, Team Sonic Racing, Sonic Frontiers, and many others.
This place is epic.
It's crazy that he's still voice. I mean, I don't know if he is still the voice actor for Sonic in video games today or not. It's unknown, but whether if he still continues or not, I'm glad that I've grown to accept his voice, you know, I mean, I also do like him as Captain America as well, Roger Craig Smith, and even he does a good job as Captain America as well, but Sonic is probably, obviously, like, the voice that he's really become the best known for. Yeah, so it's obviously number one.
No one saw me. I'm too fast.
Yeah.
And
I can't remember if this was in the last video I checked out or not, but yeah, this is the boy that voiced Baby Sonic in the movie. Benjamin, Bailey, I think that's how you say it. Even though it was only at the beginning of the movie, I give it a thumbs up. Seeing a little young Baby Sonic was pretty cute. So this is the man who voices the Japanese dub. I learned that for Sonic the Hedgehog 3, the Japanese voice actor for Shadow the Hedgehog is actually the man who voices Sephiroth in Final Fantasy in Japanese dub, and I thought that was pretty cool when I learned about that. Shadow's really receiving pretty good treatment, which I will talk more about that whenever I get to a Shadow the Hedgehog voice comparison updated video in the future. I don't know if I want to say tomorrow, if it'll be the next day, whenever. I'll just do it whenever I have time, because, you know, I can't be making too many videos in the same day, but we'll see. But for now, today it's just going to be Sonic, and maybe I'll do some more characters tomorrow whenever there's a chance. But I'll be sure to get them, I'll be sure to do my best to get them done before I go see the movie, because I do want to make these videos before I go see the movie this weekend. Although I could wait till after the weekend, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, thumbs up for this voice.
This is the island where I'm from.
Of course.
It had everything.
Knowing that I'm a fan of these films, I can't, obviously, you know that I love Ben Schwartz. Just like with Roger Craig Smith, it took me time, but overall, once I saw the first movie, and then I really just immediately loved Ben Schwartz's voice ever since. And even still does good today in Sonic 2 and then upcoming Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
And like any kid, I did the exact
I'm really more glad that they fixed the design for Sonic, because I think we can all agree that the films would definitely had not worked if they didn't fix the design, because we all know how, if you were there in 2019, when they originally were supposed to initially release the movie in 2019, where they had the realistic looking Sonic that was referred as Ugly Sonic, in my stance, I called him Roadkill Sonic, because it's just like a version of a character that's so bad you just want to run him over. It's cruel and dark, but just saying. But yeah, that Roadkill Sonic, as I called him, thankfully, because the fan backlash was so bad about the design, the movie was rescheduled to 2020 for Valentine's Day, where they refixed the design, and then the new trailer was released at the end of 2019, and thankfully that movie was fixed, you know? I'm really glad that they fixed the design for Sonic, because these films would probably that film would have probably had flopped big time if they didn't, because the design was just so awful, but I mean, look at where the franchise is at now. We got Sonic the Hedgehog 3 coming out. I mean, seriously, it would not be in the position that it is today if they did not fix the design for Sonic. Because if the original ugly look for Sonic would have stayed the way it was, then you know we would have definitely had an awful looking Tails and Knuckles and all that stuff. I mean, I can't even imagine what they would have looked like, man. Thank goodness we did not get that. It's not too often you would get that, you know, fan backlash and being forced to change, but thankfully we did.
I'm good and powerful.
Now, this one I haven't listened to yet. Well, actually, I've listened to a few clips. I've only listened to a few clips and seen a few scenes from that series. The series is on Netflix, but for some reason I don't watch it, but that is the man who voices Sonic in that series.
I did the exact opposite.
What's his name again?
I know.
Devin, or Devian, or Mac, or whatever. I don't know. I hope I'm saying his name right, but let me listen to that again.
What you thinking? I'm good and powerful, apparently. Jealous?
Yeah, that's not bad. I'll thumbs up on that. Like I said, I don't know if that series is good. I don't hear a lot of people talk about that series. Comment down below if most people are enjoying Sonic Prime or not, but I really should check it out eventually at some point. But yeah, that's not a bad voice. I'll give it a thumbs up.
Yeah, Tail, I'm gonna be up on that stage too, right beside you. Yes, Ugly Sonic, that's...
I didn't see the movie, but I did see the scene on YouTube, and honestly, I don't know if I can really take this one seriously, but since, you know, it is technically Sonic, even though it's referring to the original awful design that we got. I mean, this is what I was just talking about earlier with Ben Schwartz. I mean, it's similar to how the original ugly design looked, but it's kind of actually different. It's not the exact same look as it looked in the initial trailer. Like, Honestly, I think this version of it. I think Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers Ugly Sonic was meant to look more ugly than the original design. Because when I did see the scene, I was like, honestly, he looks worse than the original movie design. So yeah, I think this one was made to look uglier, and it was just made as a joke. Because I mean, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers was meant to be comedy as a Disney movie, and it had a lot of references in there, like My Little Pony and this as well. It was kind of funny, I admit, but I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't really know. I don't know if I can really take this one seriously. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if I want to give it a thumbs up because of just the funny wise, or if I want to give it a thumbs down just because, the ugly Sonic design. I don't know which one to give it to. I feel like I really want to give it a thumbs up just because it was funny, but at the same time, the movie didn't really exactly do that well either. But anyway, Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers. But anyway, at the same time, I feel like I want to give it a thumbs down just because it's ugly Sonic, and we all do not like that version of him. Although maybe some people like it, but never mind.
Spirit, and they'll like me for who I am. Not like last time when the internet got one look at my human teeth and
Oh wow, the reference.
There you go, kid.
You know what? Since I can't decide if I want to give it a thumbs up or thumbs down, maybe it's appropriate that I give it a maybe. I'm sorry. I have to at least give it a maybe. I know most of the people are probably not going to like that opinion of mine. I think most people would give this a thumbs down, but I'm going to respectfully just give it a maybe just because of the fact that it was at least funny in some capacity. Although not everybody likes Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers, but never mind. Anyway, that's it. It took me a little bit of time to get through because I was talking in the beginning of this video. It took me 26 minutes just to get through an 8-minute video, so this happens quite a lot whenever I do these reactions, but as long as you guys are at least enjoying the reactions, it's all that matters, so hopefully maybe I won't talk this much through the next videos I check out whenever I get to Tails, Knuckles, or whatever characters I'll do next. But anyway, that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, definitely looking forward to Sonic the Hedgehog 3. There was a lot of good voices in there. Some of the Japanese voice actors were pretty good too. But in terms of my favorite voices, obviously in terms of video games and animated series and all that kind of stuff wise, obviously you already heard me at the beginning of the video that it's definitely Jason Griffith, Ryan Drummond, and Roger Kirk-Smith. Jaleel White's pretty good too, but you know what? Really, I mean, Jaleel White would be my fourth if I chose, but in terms of top 3, it's them, But if we're including, like, all the personal favorites, like, if we're just including top 3 favorites, then it's Jason, Ryan, and Roger. But if we're including, like, all of my personal favorites, then I'll put Jaleel White in there, too, just because, it was kind of like a voice I sort of grew up with since I had, like, the VHSs of Sonic and all that stuff. And then, of course, for live-action-wise, nothing more needs to be said for live-action-wise. It's obviously the one and only Ben Schwartz, obviously. There was a few other good voices in there, too. There was some that weren't bad. Some of the Japanese voice actors were pretty good as well. But, yeah, those are probably my personal top favorites. So, obviously, in terms of top favorites, it's 4, Ben Schwartz, Jason Griffith, Ryan Drummond, and Roger Kirk-Smith. But then if we're counting, like, all the favorites, like, including where I said about an extra one, then, Jaleel White will be up there. So 4 or 5 favorites. So it'll be 5 favorites. Technically, I'll count 5, So, yeah, 5 favorites. So, now it's time for y'all to comment down below in the video. Let me know who are your favorite voices for Sonic the Hedgehog. And also comment down below if you're excited as I am, as well as most other people, for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I really hope it'll be big. I really hope it'll be good. I think it's going to be better than Sonic the Hedgehog 2, because honestly, it's looking like these films just keep getting better and better each time. Plus, reports did surface that if the... Actually, you know what? I'm going to scratch that. I'm going to save it for when I do a Shadow the Hedgehog voice comparison. It would be more better doing it then. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, I'll be looking forward to Sonic the Hedgehog 3. It was good to revisit this as well as checking this update out. Stay tuned for more videos. I will check out some more Sonic characters, updated versions in the future. I'm pretty much going to try to do all the Sonic characters that will be in Sonic the Hedgehog 3 because it would just be more respectful for that. But anyway, just stay tuned for whenever that comes. Maybe it'll be tomorrow, hopefully, maybe the next day or whenever. I'll do the best I can to check them out before the movie comes out this Friday or before I go see the movie Saturday or Sunday, whatever. But you know what I mean. Anyway, thank you for joining in with me, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see y'all next time in the next video. Until then, y'all stay good. So that'll be it for today, guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Dislike to give it a thumbs down. Until then, join me next time in the next video. To all you boys. But until then, to all you boys, men, and gals out there, fist bumps go to all of you. Until the girls, ladies, and women out there, kiss got to all of you. But until then, this is your boy Joe Flash signing off, and have a good day.